Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Herbert going to go to the air right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Herbert on first down now. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Brewer. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the first down yardage. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
First down, Los Angeles.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Brewer, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Herbert changing things up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Set, ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
Touchdown, Chargers. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's his sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Brewer. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. That's caught by Myers, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 37 yards, and the Raiders get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Opposite. Green. Hut, hut.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Switch. Yellow. Hut, go. Strike it. Strike it. Ready?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Diggs, the motion man left. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. The left side caught by Diggs. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, we joked on his 1,099th catch that 1099 reminded us of our taxes. This one's not as funny. He has 1,100 catches. He is legit.
Well, he's also in a different tax bracket than we are because of those 1,100 catches. He has earned it, hasn't he?
Indeed. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go, set. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Home troops right.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Crowd right. 59.
Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
There he goes left side. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 11. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11. At the 12.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Here's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 38. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 1.
17.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brewer, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down. Boy, he's moving right up the career leaderboard. Last catch tied him with Chris Carter. This one ties him with Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison.
So can he go ahead and prepare his speech right now for whatever date he's going to be inducted?
You want the measurements for the jacket?
Measurements for the jacket, what are the details for the weekend, how many people can he invite to the party? Because he's going to Canton.
If anybody's listening, I'm a 38 regular. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's complete to Diggs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Third down. Brewer. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard Yes, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go. Let's go. Hut, hut.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
Blue, black. Yellow, go. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. come up. 1st and 10 here.
22 needle.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Herbert. Now he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another